Well, hello there everybody. So yeah, I think it's time to have a look at another new kit that just arrived today, which is Saturday the 30th of February, and here it is. Mustang P-51k World War II American fighter by ICM. So this has been my second kit by ICM, and bought it purely on the strength of the other ICM kit I got, and I wanted a Mustang. Another factor that had to do with this purchase was the reasonable price of this kit. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get into that later. So have a look at the box. Very bright box art, bright and colourful. Looks like the fighting in the around Japan or Hawaii, maybe Pacific theatre, as it were. Right, so kit number 41854, it says right on the front there. On this side you got very little information. Well, it tells you where the box is. The box contains the kit and so on. Made in Ukraine, 14 plus, so I'm old enough for this. The writing on here is on a very dark background, so it's a bit tricky to read, but anyway, this side, same as the box art on the front. This side, on this side of the box, tells you a little bit more about it. 4 adult, 14 over, and got images of the vehicle with the wheels down and wheels up. And on this side, and on this end, you got the vertical side of the cover art down there. Right then, let's dive in and have a look inside. So taped up on 4 sides, 5 bits of tape. So there's a tight fit. Okay, put that to the side over there, and we'll greet you with another box. So let's go into this, and there you have it. So what do we have here? So one bag with everything in it, instruction paperwork, very basic manual, piece of paper, properly printed if on very basic standard paper. So there's 2 sheets there and the Dapples sheet. Okay, so let's put that to one side. So it starts off with images of the all the sprues. Sprue A is the fuselage, sprue B is the wings, C is other bits and so on. You can see these red parts here aren't used in this version. Let's zoom in a bit, get across like that. Quite small, these manuals. So what I'll do, I'll get rid of this. Right then, so we start off with the instructions, the cockpit, as you can see there. I'm not going to label the process here, just go straight through it. So basically this section is 5 stages, 4 stages, 1, 2, 3, 4, so basically including all painting of the palette and all the bits of the cockpit. On the next page we have stage 5, 6 and 7 and 8, which involves putting the cockpit into the fuselage, various bits on top of the front end to cover the engines, and the wings and landing gear go onto this side, just stages 9 to 11 inclusive. We are putting bits on the wings, putting a bomb together, putting fuel tanks together, and I think, yeah, last stage putting on the cockpit and the propeller. So one thing I will point out right now is that I was expecting to see an engine in this, like in the Spitfire, but there isn't. So after everything else is fine. On the back, let me see, get down here, we have the paints, Model Master numbers. So I don't know what Model Master is, so I guess I'll have to look at it. But you got the proper colours there, flat white, flat black, insignia yellow, olive drab, chromate included as well, which is made a use of the first time this week. This week as I record it, not this week as I post it, because maybe a little while before I actually post this video at this point. Alright, and next piece of paper. So this is the painting guide. So you got the both sides of the aircraft, left and right side, port and starboard, and you've got the top view with the wings mainly, and some other bits there to do with the underneath the engine. And on this side you've got the other colour scheme, which is well, I don't know how to guess. Doesn't say. Anyways, this one is a Major Leonard Kit Carson, apparently. 362nd FS, 357 FG, Christmas Day 1944. So I guess I have to look up who Major Leonard Kit Carson is. So this one, which I looked at first, is Lieutenant Colonel William T. Banks of the CEO of the 348th FG Lashima. Don't know what that means. July 1945. This is the sunshine finish, so that's the one on the box art. Okay, let's take a look at the next thing we have here is the Dapples. They look very nice. A close look at that. A bit of a smudge on that one. Well, not a smudge as such, but it looks like something's poked up on the other side of it and may have dented it. I'm sure that won't harm the decal itself, but there you go. Yeah, well, looks very good. Nicely in register. Everything's clear and sharp, as a good decal sheet should be. So what I'm going to do now is get some tape and tape the cover sheet over the decal sheet. There you go. So it'll fall off. Right then, so it's the bit that I think you've all been waiting for, I guess. Yeah, this is the plastic. Little sticker there, telling us some numbers. How big is the box? Let's get it all in. Okay, so one big bag, well, one medium-sized bag of plastic pieces. 3 silver bags. All the pieces in one bag, except for the decals. Except for the clear parts, which are in their own bag. Put that to the side for the time being. So let's start with the fuselage. Fuselage parts, as you can see here, looking very nice. Sprue A3. Tiny bit of flash here and there, but the moulding is quite very nice. The markings, panel lines are very fine and very thin and nicely visible. Look quite beautiful actually. On the inside you've got some detail over there in the cockpit. Not a lot, but just enough. A close look at that. So if you can see can you actually see these panel lines with this? Because they're very fine, so yeah. Anyway, trust me, the panel lines are quite beautifully, nicely done on this one. Right, put this aside. Next sprue at random, sprue E. This contains mostly the cockpit, the top of the engine cover, pilot seat, under landing gear bay, which I think is that, on the covers of the landing gear, tail fins, part of the cockpit. Now I can see some, is that how it should be? I don't think so. There's some So there's some flash on this thin cockpit part, including these little areas here, which I can only see are part of the extrusion pin marks. You can see from the other side they're definitely circular, so they'll be part of the extrusion process. So it's pretty they couldn't put the extrusion pins in this area here where it won't be visible, but well, there you go. Apart from that, everything else looks pretty nice and crisp and clean. Yeah, and it's not the finest moulding I've seen, but it is very nice and crisp and quite sharp. We'll look at it from this side. Yep. Let's go on to the next one. This is a small one. This is sprue D, that way up. It appears to be mostly landing gear, tail landing gear. Now that's some that's a very nice detailing on that landing gear there. Get it closer. That looks very nice, in my own opinion. And that's just the tail gear, the tail wheel. So, and the detailing is that fine for almost everything. Some cockpit detailing over here. There's the pilot seat. The pilot seat there, and some little things for carrying the bombs. I'm not sure, I've forgotten what they're called. Harnesses or something like that. Yeah, but that is some very nice detailing on that. Yeah, still a bit of flash here and there, over there, for example, but and on these pieces here, but overall, very nice. Sprue. This is sprue G, and it's just the propeller blades, essentially there. So I just got the propeller blades on their own, which is surprising to me. Yeah, well, the blades are so special they need their own sprue. Next one is sprue C1. So this has on it wheels, engine exhaust, 2 sets thereof, bomb, the propeller nose bit, pilot, fuel tanks, wing tanks, drop tanks rather, middle of the wheels, some more propeller blades, and the engine intake, not the engine intake, the radiator intake, the scoop that goes that's under the belly of the vehicle. So it's got 3 sets of propeller blades for this. So this basically is to do with these must be some of the parts that you don't use. Let's take a look. Yeah, you don't use any of these blades for this kit, so that's what the sprue G is for. So all these blades aren't used in this kit. Right then, on the back side we have some serious extrusion pinnage going on in these parts here, which are the part of the wheel landing gear covers. Some flash on the wheel there, and yes, a bit of flash all around on this one, but nothing that I'm going to worry about, to be honest. Next sprue. Next sprue is it's not numbered. Slightly different type of plastic, almost. Anyway, here we have the wings. Some great big flash on here. Put that out of the way. So basically, we've got flash all over. Flash on the guns. So you've got the guns sticking out on the wings, which are moulded in. and I've seen some other manufacturers have this piece with the guns as a separate piece on its own, which means that you don't have to worry about the flash gun on there. So yeah, lots of flash on this part here. Looks like you've got holes in here that you may need to cut out for the guns, the bit that expels the shells after the guns have been fired. That's the wings. Plastic on this is a bit more flexible than it is on the other parts. Or am I wrong about that? It's definitely a different type of plastic. Oh well, anyway. And last but not least, we have the clear parts. Let me zoom in all the way for this one. All carefully wrapped up and so on. It's tricky to get into this. Or maybe not. Well, there's two main pieces, and the instructions don't say that you don't use either of them, so it looks like you can use either for the different. So it looks like you're a choice of either, depending on which version you build, I guess. To me, they look almost identical. And you also have this here. Well, no idea what the heck this is. So you got the control panel on this one as well, and that little piece there. No idea what that is. I guess I'll find out when I build it. The clear parts are very nice and clear. They're pretty good for what they are. Again, I probably have seen better, but you know, these are more than adequate for the kit that I've got. Anyway, so there it is. So there you have it. That's the ICM Mustang P-51k version. It's not quite as fine and sharp as the Spitfire looks. There's a bit more flash evident on this one, and there's no engine in the as part of the model. But apart from that, it looks pretty good. And for the price, this kit was £13.50 for a 1/40th scale kit. And while it is a basic kit, that's a pretty good price, I think, for this kit. Having said that, I probably will be buying other brands. Probably get I'm looking to get in the Tamiya, and maybe also the Edward. Preferably the Profi pack to get all the extra bits you get with that. I know those kits will cost, you know, around the £20 to £30 mark, depending on which one it is. The Profi pack will certainly be in the £25 mark. So, but that's for later. Until then, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, tell your friends. If you didn't like it, tell them why. And hit the thumbs up if you like. Any comments or anything you want to say about this kit? If you've built this kit, let me know what you thought, because I certainly will be posting this video before I build it, so any tips would be handy. Thank you very much, and take care everybody.